Appreciate you guys as always being here. First off, thank you, Jesus, for the victory. Give him all the glory. Proud of our team. They do not run from hard work. We knew Utah State was going to come ready to play, know their staff, know they had the talent to come in here and battle, and they did. But I'm proud of our team. And like I said, they don't run from hard work. They're a team that loves each other, and it shows on the field. Just like anything, when we watch the film tomorrow and we go through with our players on Monday, it's going to be what did we learn, where are we growing to? And the biggest game of our season is going to be Hawaii because it's the next one, and that's how we continue to learn and grow. I'm proud of our team, man. A lot of guys stepped up tonight. You can see our leadership continue to step up and push, and a lot to learn and grow from. And you have to learn and grow from the wins. The best teams learn and grow even when they win, and we need to do that. So a couple shout-outs. I thought Maddox Madsen played his best game all season, especially last week, was inconsistent, and now coming up and having one of the best games he's had all season. That's a testament to the competitor he is. Was able to get the ball to a lot of different receivers, which is huge. Austin Bolt had 2 touchdowns. Prince had a couple big catches. Chase Penry, I think, had close to 70 yards. Cam Camper continues to be a matchup issue for defenses. And we were able to get a bunch of different guys the ball, which is a testament to Maddox and the throws and the reads. Shout out to a couple guys in our defense, man. First off, Herbert Gums is a senior D tackle that doesn't get a lot of credit because he's taken double teams, sometimes triple teams for other guys to make tackles. So, I think the world of Herbert Gums. He played one of his best games tonight, and no different. Defensively, we did some good things. There was a lot of meat on the bone that we did not achieve tonight. And a lot of the plays that were explosive, we just got to make a tackle. If we're in post defense, we got to make sure we have a post player. Like, some of those things are fixable, and we need to. And we have the guys to do it. But I'm proud of how our team went out there and battled. We were able to get a takeaway on defense. We had a couple 4th down stops, but still a lot of things that we need to improve on, and we will. And then the special teams side of things, like we knew that we wanted to change the game on special teams. We've had the game changed against us. And so for our kickoff return unit and Dylan Wright to go out there and score that 96-yard touchdown was a huge play in the game. Testament to Coach Collins, play design, and Dylan Riley. There was a hole, and he took it the distance. And especially Jonah Dotson. A senior, a captain, does everything you want as a Boise State Bronco football player. And now he's, I think, the leading, has the most points ever scored by a Bronco and a couple different stats. He deserves all of that because not only what he does on the field, who he is as a teammate. So proud of our team, proud of the win. We protected the blue. We put a paramount on that, and excited to keep learning and grow.
More than 400 yards of total offense by guys not named Ashton Jensen today. Just how well did you like the way you guys were able to move the ball?
Yeah, first off, Ashton Jensen, best player in the country. Next question. And I'm proud of all the rest of our guys being able to step up. I thought Maddox Madsen played his best game. When they're going to load the box like you have to, he was able to get the ball to playmakers, and our guys executed, and we're very efficient on offense, which is a big deal.
You guys are on track for the most yards per game in school history. Again, Ashton's a big reason, but what else is it about this team that is making it so special?
Yeah, it's a team that loves each other, and there's no egos in our offense or on our team, and we're always looking for those things. It's not about how many times am I getting the ball, what are you doing for me? It's what does the team need, and that's the group we got, especially when it's led by a guy like Ashton Jensen, best player in the country. Whenever me and him meet, it's never about him. It's about the team. Coach, how can I help this young man grow? How can we be better in this phase? He was waiting for me on Tuesday practice to see if he can get on more special teams because Ashton loves his team. When you're led by a guy like that and there's multiple leaders that are that way, you always got a shot. And when guys step up and they say, hey, when my number's called and my team needs me to execute, I need to because it's for my family, it's for my brothers. You always got a shot when you got leaders that do that.
Are you going to allow him to play special teams?
We're always evaluating. Let me tell you that. Always evaluating.
What's the responsibility you have to take care of Ashton? Because this is the second time in the last couple of games where you guys get up and you don't play him in the second half.
Have to. It's a huge part of my job with our whole team. And we are a developmental program. So when we get in situations, we got to make sure we play our team because the only way to develop is to play this game, especially in game atmosphere situations, because that's when you really can evaluate where is this young man. Okay, he's been having a good week in practice. All right, put him in the game. Put him in the game. See how he responds when the crowd's cheering, the lights are flashing. Like, how is he going to act in those biggest moments? You only know that when you put him in. So especially protecting Ashton, which you have to. He's the best player in the country. But we also got to make sure we get other guys reps to get them better, to have them grow, because we need to. It's a long season. And we got to keep growing week to week. And so at all positions, O and D, I'm always looking to see when can we continue to get guys in the game that have earned it in practice. We're not giving any free lunches. But it's making sure if guys are in practice, we got to get them in the game. We got to get them reps. So then it's easy for us to evaluate the staff on guys that deserve more or guys that, hey, we gave you opportunity. We got to find someone else that can do a better job.
Austin Bolt finding the end zone twice.
Big time. Proud of Austin, man. I think he had one of his better weeks of practice, and it shows. And it shows. He's go out there able to get 2 touchdowns. I'm excited for him to continue to improve because we need him to. And I thought Prince, Chase, I mean, they played well. And now we need to build on that. How can we have our best week of practice to play our best game against Hawaii? So that's always what it is for me. It's all process. What do we learn and where are we growing? And it's about the team. Not what can you do for me? It's about the team. And we put a premium on practice performance. And guys that played really well tonight, they played really dang well in practice. Guys that didn't, struggled in practice. It's all about practice performance equals game reality.
I know you always prioritize team success over individual stats, but how tough is it to pull him given, what he's chasing?
Yeah, I mean, it's all about the team. And Ashton is the same way. I mean, we protect him. We're going to be smart with Ashton because of how vital he is to our team. And we need to make sure we get other guys reps in there. But I also at that point, I don't know what his rush yards were, but we know he had enough. And we're not chasing us as a team, us being successful, Ashton being successful. We are aligned on the same thing. I believe that he's going to be in New York for the Heisman. I believe that because I see him work, because I see the teammate he is. This isn't a flash in the pan, I wonder what's going to happen. In January, when the snow on the ground, Ashton Jenty's the first one out there working. So what everybody sees now, Ashton Jenty, I've seen him work. I've seen the teammate he is. So it's going to continue to be that he's the best player in the country because he's earned it. And so all these things about him he deserves, and we got to be smart, especially when we're up in a game. We got to get other guys reps, and that's how we develop those other guys as well.
Yeah, Spencer, obviously a lot of talk about Ashton so far, but how much of his success is due to, the blockers, that offensive line, the receivers, and all the other people, on that unit?
This is the biggest team game in the country, in the world. And not one person can win a game, not one person can lose your game. And it's all about how everyone's helping each other to achieve a common goal. No different for Ashton. I mean, that offensive line, those tight ends, our receivers, they're blocking their tail off because that's exactly what the team needs. No different when it's high-hat pass and Ashton needs to block a D-end to protect Maddox to make a throw. It's the team.
How much does Ashton open the playbook? Just because, teams are so concentrated on him, and, maybe they leave other guys a little bit less protected.
Can you ask that one more time?
Yeah, just how much does Ashton open the playbook for you guys?
Open the playbook?
Yeah.
I mean, Ashton could do it all. I mean, we can line him up at empty. He could be one of our best receivers. He obviously knows all protection. I mean, he's one of the smartest football players that have been around. One, because that's who he is. Two, because he works at it. And that's our team. I mean, that's what we do at Boise State is we want guys that love football, live in that film room. Mandatory meetings, absolutely. But the amount of times that these guys live in this film room when there's no mandatory meetings, they're in there to learn, grow, that is the standard here. And Ashton continues to push it.
Breezy had to be so patient this year to finally get an opportunity. What do you think? Or how do you think he played tonight?
I'm proud of Breezy, man. You talk about a great teammate. I mean, getting banged up in fall camp, dealing with a hamstring, continue to battle, seeing Sire Gaines, Dylan Riley have their time. I mean, I never once saw Breezy pout, never once saw him think, woe is me. He was a great teammate and kept working, living in the training room, finding time to when his number get called, he was ready, and he was ready tonight. And he's going to continue to be a guy that we lean on, especially to give Ashton a spell. But, I mean, Breezy's got some juice to him now. I mean, you give him some daylight, he could take that the distance as well. So being able to get him in the end zone, how he played, I'm proud of Breezy.
What's your guys' best offensive showing? I mean, you look at it, and I mean, Maddox is extremely effective, but 10 different guys caught balls tonight. Over half those guys had multiple catches in terms of spreading it around. I mean, best offensive performance.
I think it was to date, absolutely. In regards to this year, absolutely it was. And I'm proud of all the guys that touched the ball. I think we were very efficient. But just like anyone, we watch the film, there's still going to be a lot of things that I know Coach Cutter and our offensive staff are excited for us to learn and grow in. And we will, and we have to. It's all about how are we getting better week to week. It's not about, and I get it, the media and everything's about months from now. They have to do that. For me, it is right now. What is our biggest opponent is Hawaii. That travel, what we got to do, because that's the next opponent. But I'm so proud of our offense and how they were able to execute. I'm excited for us to continue to learn and grow, and we put on full display how explosive we can be. Everybody knows about Ashton. He deserves all the credit he's getting, but you see the amount of weapons we have on offense to be able to attack a defense.
Maddox takes that hit on that second drive, gets evaluated, cleared, and comes back and just leads them right back down for a touchdown. Just what can you say about his toughness tonight?
I mean, Madsen is one of the best competitors I've ever been around. That's a testament to who he is. Like I said, no different. The games or throws or plays that maybe he didn't do well, there's no one harder on himself than him. And that's where I am in his life to say, hey, move on, because he wants to be successful, has a burning desire to be elite, and he played great tonight. And no different, got hit, got pulled for a play, had to get evaluated. The next drive was on point, throwing straight darts, and that's who he is as a competitor.
How did Dylan Riley earn the opportunity to be a kick returner, and what do you think of that kick return touchdown?
In practice. Everything for us is what you do in practice performance. We kick balls to returners who can field them, who understands where the daylight might be, and he did a great job in practice. And what he did tonight, I promise you he's going to be doing a lot more of it.
Jonah Dotson obviously started his career here as a walk-on. He earned a scholarship and is now a Mountain West career record holder. How does his story help you in recruiting, and how does it represent what Boise State is about?
Yeah, Jonah Dotson is similar to a bunch of players on our team. He's just another testament to the culture here. And that has nothing to do with me. That's inbred in this place, what it is for decades, about guys that have maybe been counted out, have a chip on their shoulder. They want to just go earn it and prove everybody wrong. That's Jonah Dotson. Came here as a walk-on, earned the right to be on scholarship, and now he's a Mountain West record holder, and he deserves all the credit he's getting because that young man works and he loves his team.
Spence, late in the game, you took the starters out, but then there was like kind of that low red zone opportunity. I think it was Breezy's rushing touchdown, I think. You kind of put a lot of the starters back in, including Max. Why'd you do that?
Yeah, we had to make sure that we were efficient in that drive, Jay, to make sure we punched it in. I mean, like I said, we're giving up explosive plays on defense, something we have to fix. And in that situation, it was like, hey, guys, we got to make sure we score here. We're not letting this thing get out of hand. And so that was a movie. You don't want to have to do those things, but we had to make sure we kept the score where it was.
I mean, is Jalen Royals just a really good football player? What do you guys feel like you need to do on defense to fix some of those?
Yeah, without watching the film, I know watching it obviously on the sideline, there was a couple busting coverage that can't happen. A couple guys, we were not on the same page a couple times and tempo is designed to do that, but that can't happen. We have to attack the tempo. Coach Chins did a great job getting him quick calls. That wasn't an issue, but there were times where we were on the same page. There were times, like I said, when we were supposed to be in one defense and a couple guys didn't get the call. We missed tackles. Leverage was off. A lot for us to improve on. We did some good things, and I mean, right now our guys battled and fought, and that's a good offense. They're an explosive offense that we've had to go against for years now, but we're way better than we showed, and we will be. That's where we're going to look at it to see, do we have the right players in the right spots, and how do we eliminate those explosive plays, because there's way too many. And once again, I'm talking slants that go for 60. Can't happen. And we have the calls. Coach Chins does a good job, and we got to execute. And we didn't execute tonight. We need to.
Take for Latrell to get back out there in such a quick turnaround for him.
Yeah, I mean, Latrell Caples, once again, one of our leaders on our entire team, not just in the receiver room, not just on offense. My man lives in the training room and is one of the best teammates, helping the other guys learn and grow even when he's out. And even to start of the week, it was like he's doubtful. And my man said, screw that. I'm going to find a way to play. Lived in the training room, and was ready to go out and help our team. That's Latrell Caples. I mean, one of the best leaders I've been around. I love that young man, and he's a huge part of our team.
Anything else?
I think a lot of people in Boise area got a kick out of the Ashton Jensen snow plow this season, and then to see it outside of Albertson Stadium today, what was kind of the story behind that, and how did it end up in the parking lot?
I have absolutely no idea. Yeah, good question. I mean, JD's right there. He could take all those questions for you guys. But I mean, and that's always the thing for me. Like Ashton Jensen, and there's been a lot of really good football players come through here. Ashton Jensen's a young man that, yes, what he does in the football field, he deserves all the credit he's getting. But he is a 10 out of 10 young man, a 10 out of 10 teammate. And that's when you have leaders like that, and there's multiple, Ahmed Hossein, Alexander Tubner, and I could go down the list, you always got a shot. That doesn't mean you're going to win every game. We're going to work our tail off to win every one that's in front of us, but you always got yourself a shot. So the things that Ashton's getting, it's me making sure we protect him to keep him focused on what matters most. But that's Ashton. All he wants to do is help this team win, and I can't be more proud.
All right, thank you.
So you didn't drive it to work today?
I almost did. Yes. I saw someone send me a picture. I said, sweet, I didn't know it was going to snow today. I mean, that's where I'm at. God bless you guys. Appreciate it.